Today we watched Daisy as she sat on the open ground, nursing her newborn baby. Nearby, another member of her group rested in silence, keeping a quiet watch. There was a tenderness in the air, a soft, unspoken understanding between the two monkeys. Daisy's eyes moved slowly, scanning the world around her, but her arms never loosened their gentle hold. In this moment, nothing mattered more than the tiny life drinking from her chest. We had brought a gift for Daisy today, ripe, sweet mangoes, golden and fragrant. When we offered them to her, she accepted with quiet delight. She sat down heavily, cradling her baby, and began to eat. The mango's juice ran down her chin, but she did not rush. Even as she chewed, her baby remained latched to her breast, feeding in peaceful rhythm. It was a small act of generosity from us, but for Daisy, it was a rare moment of ease. Little Dimmitri, for that is what we have come to call him, did not wake while his mother ate. Instead, he clung tightly to her warm belly, his tiny mouth searching, sucking, drinking deeply. The milk was rich and sweet, just as the mango was sweet to Daisy. His small body rose and fell with each breath, completely trusting, completely at peace. In the animal world, such trust is not given lightly. It is earned through patience, warmth, and presence. Daisy offered all three without a second thought. A short while later, as Daisy sat chewing the last of her mango, little Dimmitri stirred. Perhaps it was the gentle shifting of her body or the distant call of a bird. Whatever the cause, his eyes fluttered open. For a moment, he blinked at the world. Green leaves, soft light, his mother's weathered face. Then, curious and brave, he stretched his tiny tongue toward the mango skin still near Daisy's fingers. He licked it once, twice. A new taste, a new world, slowly unfolding. Daisy shifted uncomfortably. The patch of ground beneath her was uneven. She tried to settle, but her heavy belly made every position awkward. So with slow, deliberate care, she rose to her feet. Dimmitri clung tighter. Daisy took 3 small steps and lowered herself again, this time onto softer earth. The mango had been so delicious that Daisy forgot for a moment about the weight of her own body. As she sat eating, her large belly pressed down against little Dimmitri. He squirmed. He pushed. He tried to wriggle free, but his legs were too weak, his arms too small. For a few heartbeats, he was trapped beneath the very warmth that usually comforted him. Daisy did not notice at first, but then she felt his tiny struggle, and she shifted immediately, lifting her belly just enough for him to breathe freely again. After finishing her mango, Daisy knew she could not stay alone for long. The rest of her group had moved on, searching for food in a new part of the forest. If she remained here, isolated and slow, she and Dimmitri would be vulnerable. So she began to move step by heavy step. Dimmitri rode on her belly, his small fingers tangled in her fur. Together, mother and child traveled toward the distant sounds of the troop. Not fast, not far, but forward. The truth is simple. Daisy cannot travel quickly. Her body is large, her belly heavy, her joints stiff with age. And because she gave birth only recently, her strength has not yet returned. Long distances are impossible. So she walks a little, then stops, rests, lets Dimmitri nurse, cuddles him close, then walks a little more. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. She listens to her body, and she does not push beyond what she can give. Every pause is an act of love. Every slow step is a promise kept. After resting in several shaded spots along the way, Daisy finally arrived at a place where other monkeys were gathered. There, on a low rock, sat Scarlet, an old friend, close in age. Scarlet had also given birth recently, just a few months ago. Without hesitation, Daisy climbed up beside her. The two mothers sat together in silence, their bodies touching lightly. No words were needed. In the monkey world, presence is enough. Scarlet is old like Daisy, and like Daisy, she carries the weight of motherhood. But there is one difference. Scarlet's baby is a few months older. Already, that little one has begun to feed itself, plucking leaves, nibbling bark, learning to survive. Scarlet still watches over her child, still protects and grooms and guards, but she no longer nurses constantly. Her body has begun to heal. Her freedom is slowly returning. Daisy looks at Scarlet, and perhaps she sees her own future, a time when Dimmitri will not need her milk, but will still need her love. Little Dimmitri, meanwhile, does not care about friends or play. Not yet. While Daisy rests beside Scarlet, Dimmitri stays latched to his mother's breast, drinking with urgent rhythmic pulls. This is his only job now. Drink, grow, gain strength. His legs will learn to walk soon. His eyes will learn to see danger, but first he must drink. The milk is life, and Daisy gives it freely, even when her own body aches, even when her own belly is too large, even when she is tired to her bones. We offered Daisy another gift this afternoon, lotus seeds, crisp and mild. She accepted them quickly, then did something unexpected, and ate in small, careful bites. This was not greed, this was survival. A mother must eat, or her milk will dry. Once the lotus seeds were gone, Daisy rose again. The troop had moved once more. drawn by the scent of fresh grass and crawling insects. Daisy could not search for food herself, not yet, not in her condition. But she could follow. She could stay close to the group, where protection was strongest. So she carried Dimmitri to a large, flat rock at the edge of the clearing. From there, she could see the others foraging, and from there, she could rest. She settled down, and Dimmitri found her breast once more, watching, waiting, nursing. We left one more offering before the light began to fade, a piece of corn, yellow and soft. Daisy cannot yet search for tender grass or insects. Her body is too slow, too heavy, too tired. So every piece of food we give is not charity, it is help. Just enough to fill the gaps, to keep her milk flowing, to keep her strength from failing completely. She ate the corn slowly, her eyes half closed. Dimmitri slept against her belly, 2 lives, sustained by small mercies. Dimmitri seemed to like this new place. The rock was warm from the afternoon sun. The breeze carried strange, interesting smells. Even as he nursed, his eyes wandered curious, alert, alive. Soon the milk made him sleepy again. His tiny body relaxed, his mouth slowed, and there, on his mother's big hairy belly, he fell into a deep and peaceful sleep. As for Daisy, she did not move again today. She sat quietly, chewing the last bits of food still in her mouth. Around her, the troop began to gather, chattering softly, grooming one another, waiting for the signal to move. Daisy watched them, and she waited too. She would not decide where they went next, but wherever it was, she would follow, slowly, heavily, faithfully, with little Dimmitri always in her arms.